Well, welcome to Absolute Cuts, Knobhead.
Yeah.
You're our very first ever guest.
Great. Awesome. I'm truly honoured to be here. And as always, Absolute Cuts is sponsored by Thistley Cross Cider. If you would like a 10% discount for all Absolute Cuts customers, exclusive for you, go to thistleycrosscider.co.uk and use the promo code ThistleySloss10 for 10% discount for Absolute Cuts listeners only. Real exclusive, one-time offer. Thistley Cross, what month is it? Thistley Cross, April. It'll be Thistley Cross. Oh, no, it's not. It's still March.
Yeah, it's still March.
Thistley Cross March for Thistley Sloss March. Thistley Sloss March.
I can't believe your name works for the brand.
I mean, that's not why I begged them to...
I'm going to get into Tyco RC.
You're going to have to explain this to me.
Tyco RC.
Yeah, Tyco... Oh, RC, Ryan Cullen. Sorry, I was like, is there like a nickname where they're called like little Bullens or some shit?
You always used to call me Tyco.
I remember the first time that you're... Because we've lived together in 3 different homes.
Yeah.
And obviously your exterior is you're brash and evil and cruel and whatever, but your nickname around our house has always been Cully Wally.
Cully Wally, aye. Fuck's sake.
And I remember like whenever Gareth comes round, because sometimes we're just in house, but it's like, you know, occasionally I'll call Cara mum when I'm talking to like you or Gareth or whatever, because I'm so used to calling her mum in front of Kaylin. It's like that. Gareth comes round, I'm like, Cully Wally, can you pass me a cider? And he's like, fucking Cully Wally.
Cully Wally.
Cully Wally.
Rai. Cully Wally and Rai.
Worst nickname I've ever had. I was nicknamed Tarquin.
Oh, that's not even
when I was a paintball referee.
Oh my God, that's right. You said you were, you know,
paintball referee, and my ex-army commander, like fucking boss, was just like, I'm gonna call you Tarquin because you look like a Tarquin. I'm like, is that because I'm like the only person in Fife that speaks correctly?
Okay,
like is that the fucking?
Okay.
And then my mate Adam, he called my mate Adam. He was like, your nickname's Susan. And we went, why? He went, because you look like a Susan. And I swear to God, 5 of us just went, to be fair, you do look a bit like a Susan. Like that lands.
That's awful when it lands.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was like it was exactly like when we were on holiday in Ibiza. I can't remember who it was, coked off their nut, but said that you looked like a snake monkey. And that's where we came up with Uncle Snunky.
Yeah.
Snunky.
I added, it was Snunky. We added the uncle because it just makes it a little bit more.
Uncle Snunky, yeah.
Uncle
And that's
Snunky.
also the same trip where some horrible person on cocaine told Elliot they looked like a Jewish horse.
He so does that.
And he's still saved in my phone as horse, whereas like you and Gareth regularly change name in my phone.
Okay, right.
Because whenever one of you two does the bit of like, somebody says something like, that was my middle name in high school.
Okay.
Or you can call me that or whatever. I'm like, your nickname in my phone right now, and I have no idea why. Cannot remember the joke. Nobby fun.
What?
No idea why.
Nobby.
For so long it was Scrappy Doodle Dandy. Because it's
Where did Scrappy Doodle Dandy come from?
Scrappy Doodle Dandy, I'm pretty sure was just you saying, like, we're in chat, we're talking about getting into scraps, and you were like, I'm hard as nails. You can call me Scrappy Doodle Dandy, and I was, aye, safe forever. Why are you called Nobby Fun?
Nobby Fun.
Knowing you, it'll be something racist.
Yeah, it'd be great. And be like, oh, that's why. Anyway, phone down.
Nobby.
Picture of Jesus.
Oh, it's just gonna tell me all your fucking.
Oh, you can't. That's. You see, you've messed up here.
Oh, unless I change your name now to Rai.
Right.
And then
What? Yeah. There was a guy in our school that was called Blinkers, just because he blinked. They called him Blinkers. Turn off the blinkers because he's blinking. He just blinked a lot.
Oh, that's. I thought it was like because he lived life so focused.
No,
Blinkers would be a good name for like a hyper focused autistic person.
Yeah.
Right, because they're like horses. I don't know. So Rai.
Now you're typing in Rai.
Yeah. I don't think I've had any other fucking really awful.
There was a guy called Teeth. He had big teeth.
Big teeth. Well, we had somebody in our school called Beeves because he had massive fucking teeth. By the way, Beeves, if you're out there, I really hope you're dead. Like, there's like, I wish there was something you could like. I wish there was a government service that like whatever school you were in, they can send the alerts to your phone being like, the storm warning's gone up to a fucking red, and like in America they can be like, a fucking kid's been grabbed 5 miles from here, and they've been thrown into the back of a fucking Subaru or whatever. I wish they used that technology to just notify me with when anyone I went to high school with died.
That'd be great.
That'd be so good.
Yeah,
people you haven't thought about for fucking years. Because I'm going to be honest with you, 90% of them, I'd be like, oh, that's a genuine fucking shame, man. Like, I haven't spoken to that person in like 15 years, but they were always nice to me. We were good friends. Oh, that's a shame. God, oh, they're well. I'd probably actually turn up to like most of the funerals, but there'd be 5 or 6 where I'd be like, woo!
Pissed yourself in geography, and now this.
Hey.
Yeah. How they had blinkers teeth. We called one of our teachers because she wore makeup one day, Malibu Barbie, for 10 years.
Great.
And not 10 years. I wasn't in school that long. It was in secondary school.
Oh, it's not doing.
It's just not working.
No.
It'll be fun. I'm going to work out where we got. It'll be fun. If you're actually wondering,
if you type in "Nobby Fun" into your phone,
right
there we go. It'll be in your WhatsApp.
We also better tell them you're here because Nelson's up on the slopes.
Yeah.
He's up on the slopes, and we were supposed to do. We were supposed to do Austin Powers this week, but we'll keep it there. There's a couple in Nobby Solano. That's not. He was ex-Newcastle player.
Type in "Nobby Fun." It will be "Nobby Fun." Will be the phrase that you use.
Oh, let me see.
Sick of these damn blanks coming over to this country.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Assimilate. By the way, you can call me "Nobby Fun."
So, well, look, one of the questions was: has anyone ever done coke on a train? It started.
Me and Kai once on the way back from a gig in Milton Keynes, right? So this is obviously pre-Netflix. Yeah. Because I'm on a train back from Milton Keynes to London. We did coke on a train while playing Worms on my laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, didn't go to the bathroom to do the cocaine.
Yeah.
Ticket inspector would go past. We would close the laptop, rack up on the back of it, do our lines, put it back open, password in, round 2 of Worms, baby.
This is all over the place. Basically, someone, I think we were calling Elliot's dead granddad.
Yep.
Nobby.
Yep.
Right? And then basically what happened goes, someone called, so I go, I was annoyed at Elliot as usual, and he goes, oh, here comes Mr. Fun. And I go, Mr. Fun time to you. And then you said, I wish that was my nickname. Yeah, so I should have you in now as Mr. Fun. And Waugh said, please, Mr. Fun is his father's name. Call him by his first name. And I wrote Nobby. And it was Waugh that wrote Nobby Fun. So it was Waugh actually that had Nobby Fun.
Nobby Fun. And then we just made fun of you because I think that was we were just like, where the fuck did that come from? Who are you, Noel Fielding? Fucking random.
I actually have a Noel Fielding based thing to bring up a little bit later in the podcast.
Okay.
And it's because of your utter hatred of a movie. This is a movie podcast, but you kept going, it's just like a Noel Fielding set.
Yeah. What movie?
The movie that everyone likes, like people are going to be more angry at you. Know it. Right. And it was Everything Everywhere all at once. The Oscar, that's not actually a good reason. There's a load of shit wins Oscars, but yeah. So you fucking despise it.
Yeah. They just went Rick and Morty, but with Asians.
An Asian Rick and Morty.
Asian Rick and Morty.
I was about to start it with and it is on R.
Yeah. Lick and Morty.
Yeah, Lick and Morty.
That's what it would be. You racist.
Is that it? You're trying to balance it out?
Yeah.
Hit the L's.
Yeah, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I also think I was like, first of all, I do think I can defend why I think the movie is fucking completely unoriginal.
Yeah.
And at the same and all of it's like, because it's so subversive, well, not subversive, but like different wacky. It's like how Family Guy, it's how South Park make fun of Family Guy for writing jokes.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you just get these manatees go and collect this random subject and put it with this random subject. Yeah. And you pick a scene that was every single joke in Everywhere All at Once, right?
Okay.
Which was like, and then they have to do something random. What if he jumped butt first onto a dildo? Random. It was exhausting. Right. It was a writer's room of 20 of the worst writers in the world, just being like, let's just be crazy, right?
They all know it. It's not that type of film.
It is. That's how they wrote it.
Look, You see, this is the thing. It's a compelling argument, right? Because it is the worst. It is random.
It's just random. That's the whole joke of the movie.
Yeah,
is,
I get it.
Wacky. It's exhausting.
I'm so mad, and I don't know why. I don't know how to get it out.
Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
Other thing. So one of the reasons, apart from that, why I think I dislike the movie so much is because I was watching with Cara, and when Cara hates something, which isn't often, she's much happier than I am.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hate things, it's obvious I hate it, and sometimes you'll be surprised to find out I hate something. My hate has levels. Cara only hates 3 things, and when she does, you know about it instantly. She fucking sat there being like, I do not. Yeah. I was the right amount of stoned. I was willing to surrender to the movie.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to surrender.
I just had her I've been like, what the fuck is this random shit? And I'm like, I mean, it is random, and then we're making fun of it together. So
no, there's a couple of things though that's quite funny because I was also on a bad run at the time. Do you remember? Because it was after me going gunpowder milkshake. Gunpowder milkshake. No, gunpowder milkshake was shit.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't say that we're friends with Karen.
Well, you are.
Yeah. Well, you can't say that you've met Karen.
Yeah. I've met Karen Gillan. No, that's why I wanted to watch it because she's in it. And but no, it was crap.
Yeah.
No fault of her own.
I'm still I remember the first time seeing Karen in Karen Gillan in the Avengers movies and just because she's Scottish, not because I've only met Karen 3 times in the past 2 years. But before I knew her as a person, a Scottish fucking Nebula, a Scottish person in the biggest movie of all time, and also not playing a Scottish person, not cast because she was Scottish, cast because she was a great actor. Was oh fuck yeah, because Gerard Butler I love, but some of his roles is man, you got that role because you're big and strong and you're handsome and fucking this, whereas even though Nebula is hot in a weird way, Karen Gillan only was hired for her beauty for that role. It was just she was in Doctor Who. She's good sci-fi. Great. Yeah.
And I met a good Nebula on your stag.
You did make a good Nebula on the stag.
Right. Well, not on the stag. Oh yeah, I brought the one. Yeah, the mask that I got from China. That was, let's just say, it was a bit loose.
Yeah.
It became terrifying very quickly.
It was a bit loose. I'm sorry. Are you saying Chinese people have big heads?
That's not what I'm saying. You're taking massive leaps.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No, I mean, it was.
I got the mask from China. I'm just saying it was a little big. I'm like, is he confusing his Down syndrome racism with Chinese?
No, it was just remember it was hanging off my face.
Oh,
it looked
okay.
A Nebula is a robot.
Yeah,
it's not loose, isn't it?
Spoiler.
It's a massive spoiler. Fuck, I try to think. The furthest an Irish person got in the Avengers was, that little fucker that floated around with Thanos, the Ebony Maw.
Yeah, the CGI character's Irish.
Yeah, he's Irish. The guy underneath's Irish, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he was big in Love Hate.
Yeah, I don't think you can count full CGI characters.
Well, then Andy Serkis is nothing.
Andy Serkis is a bigger character in the Marvel Universe than your fucking Ebony Maw.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yeah,
and he is the butler in the new Batman.
Yep, good at it too. Yeah, I love Andy Serkis. I was watching a video the other day of him talking about how he came up with the voice for Gollum, and because me and Gareth forced you to watch Lord of the Rings. You'd never seen them.
Yeah, or I didn't remember them much anyway. Even if
and we were and it was during lockdown. We were like, you have to watch the full and also the fully extended edition.
Yeah.
You have to. They're the best. They're the best. They really are my generation's Star Wars. I can already tell how much I'm going to bore my kid with
Lord of the Rings,
forcing on him, and also when they remake it in 20 years, acting like they personally fucked me in the ass. Taking it so they cast a black person as Aragorn. I'm like, here comes the shift. I'm like, I've been liberal for so long, but they finally did it. The woke mob found a way to get me.
Nelson has been well documented.
Also, here's the thing: I will accept. When they do make Lord of the Rings, I will absolutely accept them mixing up the races.
Yeah.
Right? Put them in, right? Black elves, I'm on board with. Right? Big fan of the idea of black elves.
Yeah, that is
right?
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen
them. And if the only place I've ever seen dark elves is in Warhammer and those are the Elder, and they're the bad guys, so that's racist. I would accept black elves. This might be, bro. I don't think black people could be the Rohirrim. I don't think it could be the...
Okay.
Because for some reason, I don't associate black people and horses.
You don't?
No.
Okay, right.
If you were to say black person horse, I would think of like Django Unchained when like Django's on the back of the horse. That's the only, and I could be hella fucking wrong.
I see what you're saying. You think they should be behind the horse on ropes?
No.
Yeah,
no,
okay. That is Sloss.
I think they should be all of the Urukai, which to be fair, a lot of the Urukai were not black, but they were like Maori because they were like, we just need fucking massive.
Big lads.
Yeah. Here's a fun wee tidbit about Lord of the Rings. So all the
filmed in New Zealand.
It was. So all the big Urukais for the close-up fucking fight scenes with Aragorn and everything. Those were called the Urukais. This is true. This isn't Nelson doing a bit on you.
Yeah.
This is true. And then because when you're doing like close-up shots of two Urukai fighting, the ones in the background don't need to be full-size people because the way perspective works, especially in film, nobody's focusing on them. So you can have. And it's cheaper to obviously make costumes for smaller people. So there were people who were 5'5", 5'6" in Urukai costumes fighting in the backgrounds. And their nicknames on set, the big ones were called Urukais and the little ones were called the Uruklos.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking telling you, man.
I have no trust on this podcast anymore. Even when you're, but
also, Peter Jackson, to get the noise of the Urukai outside of Helm's Deep, of like the noise of them fucking casting so much fear into God knows the fucking 700 Rohirrim inside, right? Was he went to, it was a New Zealand rugby game, because obviously fucking New Zealand rugby fans are the tits, they're so loud. And they all do the da, 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 so they're getting all the fucking noises. He was like, I'm going to use the noise from the crowd, I'm going to go out and talk to the crowd and be like, hey, this is for Lord of the Rings, we want you to be the voices of the fucking Urukai. And none of it was usable, because all it takes is one guy in a crowd of 4,000 to be like, Gibboy, I like little willies, and like there's just no way to
it carries like, out of everything else, and everything's on one wavelength.
Like if one guy was coughing or sneezing, you'd be like, I can suspend my disbelief. I believe the Urukai are capable of getting the cold. They ran the whole way there. Some of them were probably ill. I don't think there's a single Urukai in the background being like, I love sucking little willies.
Oh man, I think the Lord of the Rings was just it's a big like thing about marriage.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's
which
the
is
whole
how far you'll go to get a divorce.
Yes,
but just casting it into the benefits of Mando.
Yeah.
Also,
or you put on a
taking
as soon as you put on a ring, you go mad.
Your new boyfriend with you to destroy your wedding ring. Oh, super gay. That's it's. You're gay, you're finding your husband, and you decide to travel the world together to discover yourself and each other's bodies. And during that, a little twink comes in. It's the first time you're in a gay marriage, and obviously the advantage of being in a gay relationship is like fucking 90% of gay relationships are open relationships because men be horny, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's like your first time being gay, you're going to destroy your fucking wedding ring, and then this little twink turns up, and he's like, "I love you, I think you're cute." And your new husband's like, "I don't think we should cheat," and you're like, "We're gay now." One of the advantages of being gay is just not cheating. We're just you get it. We're both blokes, man. I don't have to explain what being horny is to you. You fucking get it.
And I mean, if you don't get it, you definitely are gay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. If you don't get it, you're straight. In fact, if you don't get it, this is for you. You fucking hetero. What do Poofs call us? What's their slurs for us? They gotta have some good ones.
Oh, aye.
Because here's the thing, like I understand how like culture.
Would it not be like? Would it not? Theirs not sound like positive things to us? Bunch of fucking fanny bashers over there, and we're No,
I would say the opposite. Maybe that's. I think the opposite. I think all the things that we say negatively about gay people are normally compliments. Right? I've said this before. Like gay is like absolutely in the 90s it was used as an insult, and then during the 2000s, and for the people that have been using it secretly for 20 years, it's now come to mean like things that are bad, but also things that are genuinely good for you, and like any self-interest is gay. Going to therapy, gay.
Yeah.
Really good for you. I go to therapy. It's a super good thing. Gay.
Do you? Gay.
Loving your wife. Gay. Loving your wife is gay.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I love my wife. I'm faithful.
Disgusting.
It's gay. It's gay. So now, gays come back in a real fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, I think it can still be used as a negative thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're crying at a movie, gay.
You're like, what? So when do you reckon the N word's going to come back around?
I mean, soon, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to. Like, if we're doing fucking slur weather predictions, it's right around the fucking corner.
It's actually when I said
man, retard and faggot's back. It's close. It's on the cusp.
Yeah. It's going to be.
I bet there are way more people saying the N word. The same amount of people saying the N word in private now that were like have been saying faggot and retard for the past 50 years.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Sure, half the presidents are doing it now.
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't you?
Man, Instagram's the most racist place
Yeah.
I've ever fucking seen in my life. Like, it's, man, that monkey emoji's ruined for me.
God,
Right?
God,
It's
you'd
just a
be
cute
like, what are you
little
doing?
fucking monkey. And then I'll just, like, man, most of my reels is either, like, cooking videos, golf videos, or comedy, right? It's one of those three things. And then 10% of the racism that Instagram just shoves down your fucking neck, right?
Yeah.
And, like, eventually I'll get to, like, and one of them, I'm like, so I'll be like, golf video, great, awesome, cool. Racism video, I'll watch the end, I'll just see whether, okay, yeah, fair enough, comments, all fucking racist, right? And then it goes to like a comedy video, I'm like, good bit, share that. And then I'll be like, interracial couple cooking, I'm like, good, one of my cooking videos, I'm going to save this recipe. And then comments, and I'm like, because comments normally is where they pin the recipe.
Oh,
like,
God.
for the recipes in the comments.
Oh, God, no.
It might be the pin tweet, but it's not the most likely, I'll tell you that.
Scrolling through pure racism, like, oh, where's the recipe?
Pure racism to get a recipe for banana bread. And you could tell what the racist thought about the banana bread.
All typical.
Yeah, a couple of well memes.
You don't use. You do actually. What I was about to say, you do use banana bread.
Yeah.
Don't know why that came into my head, but I was like,
banana bread is what you're meant to do with like old banana. When bananas go brown, that's when it's banana bread. Nobody chooses to make banana bread. Banana bread happens because a fat person thought they were going to be healthy.
Yes.
On a Monday, a fat person
like carrot
bought
cake.
Fat person bought a bunch of bananas. I was like, I'm going to eat all these bananas. New year, new me. Saturday rolls around, right? Fat person looks at all 6 of those bananas. Brown is like, fuck, it's going to be a cake then.
It's got to be a cake.
cake.
Anything that's going nearly out of date or in the house has to become a cake.
Yeah.
We had we had that fucking thing, by the way, because we actually have pretty close. We like most of the same stuff.
Yes.
In movies wise, and we were saying there, it's very funny when it doesn't. But like the film that we both love, that we've been arguing with the lads for ages, was our love of the Longest Yard.
Longest Yard. And also Brawl and Cell Block.
Brawl and Cell Block.
I recommended Brawl and Cell Block 99 to 3 of my friends, and they messaged me through the movie being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This movie is dog shit. And I'm like, man, me and Cullen lost our mind when we did it.
There was parts of
that bit when he fucking stamps the guy's head over the fucking drain, pops him like a fucking pest dispenser. Yeah, man.
Great. I actually watched a film last night that was possibly the most violent film I've ever seen, and it was like nothing but scenes like that.
Yeah.
And it just got like draining. I was like, going, oh, we're traumatized. It was called The Night Comes for Us. It's an Indonesian film.
Yeah.
But it's the 2 lads from The Raid, 2 main actors and all that. But it was like The Raid, but too violent. So it kind of got rid of it. It wasn't as, if like The Raid's obviously one of the most violent films you'll ever see.
Yeah. And The Raid 2 sucks.
And Raid. No, The Raid 2's good. You hated The Raid 2.
I've also seen The Raid 2 3 times. I don't remember any of it because each time I've watched it, I've made the same mistake, which is I should get really high for this.
And then
I get too high and I fall asleep halfway through the movie.
Yeah, don't.
I always just remember the one scene, and I feel like there's a guy and a girl, and I feel like they've got weird weapons, and they're walking down the corridor.
Yeah, one of them's got hammers, and the other guy's got a baseball bat.
That's it.
A baseball bat, a steel bat, and a steel baseball.
But I'm like, what is this? What is this fucking Asian Harley Quinn? I'm suddenly fucking.
Okay, yeah. Oh, they were definitely going for that.
The Raid 1 was also just so unbelievably fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in the cinema and seeing that and just having my fucking dick blown off.
Yeah.
The only other movie that like to the point where I left the cinema like excited by being like, holy fuck, I can't believe what I've just seen was Fury.
Oh, yeah, you really love Fury.
Oh, me and Kai went to see Fury on a fucking whim. We hadn't seen any trailers. We hadn't seen, nobody had told us about it, right? We literally, it's one of those days when you're on tour, right? And you're in the same place that you're kicking that night. So you got a day to kill. That's a fucking cinema day as a comedian,
that's
right?
what I do,
Sometimes you get 2 or 3 fucking cinema, and it's a great fucking day. I love being a family man, right? It's the single greatest thing in the world. I'm going to go to cinema anymore, right? I've not been to cinema in ages. When I'm on tour now, that's my big thing. I'm like, oh my God, I can just go and watch a fucking movie in the cinema. Me and Kai randomly went to go see Fury because like fucking Brad Pitt was in it.
Yeah,
and it was the only thing on in the next hour. We're just like, what the? This is so good. So whenever I watch Fury, I always get that nostalgic feel of I remember the anticipation of being
because we watched it a few times too.
Oh,
I think
I love
it's a great film, in fairness.
Yeah.
We had Dread. We have done Dread on this.
So good.
Thing, but
You
put me onto Dread.
And Carl Urban will forever be a fucking legend. And we need more people like him in movies. And I have another Lord of the Rings fact about Carl Urban.
Get it in.
He went leave the helmet on. Right, Dredd is never taking his mask off ever in any of the comic books, and it never at any fucking point. Sly Stallone's movies fucking sucked because Sly Stallone was like, I'm fucking Sylvester Stallone. My face is in the fucking movie. His ego got in the way. He got the chin for it. He would have. He looked like a good Dredd. I don't want to see Dredd's face. Right, same reason the Halo series sucked. Never show me John 117's face. It's.
Did they take the masks off?
Yeah. And to be fair, the guy's like a fucking man. He's fucking massive and beefy and handsome.
Yeah.
So it's fucking like nice to watch. But you can't take it. I don't want to know what it looks like. Carl Urban was like, he doesn't take it off. Leave it on the whole fucking time. Love that. Carl Urban got the role of Eomer in Lord of the Rings. Just because he could ride a fucking horse. The guy who was meant to play Eomer, like missed his flight or couldn't get the fucking visa, and they were getting him in as like a stand-in, and he was just like some fucking New Zealand guy that really liked and was good at horses, and they're like, you'll do. And then he got that role. Lord of the Rings became the biggest movies of all fucking time, and then he just continued to get roles after that.
And he's obviously because of that, I think. And you're talking about Dredd, and he's doing like The Boys and stuff like that. He does do quite a lot of.
Red was great. Remember Bruce Willis based on the comic book?
I know it, but I don't remember it that way.
Red 2, not good, even though any movie John Malkovich in, absolutely. Love me about John Malkovich.
You love a bit of John?
John Malkovich is like fucking Christopher Walken for me, right? Which is like an actor that was before my fucking time. And I remember being young and being like, everyone knows that neither of these two people can act, right? Like they're just weird. Their thing is they're just so weird. And fucking who's everyone fucking loves him. Weird fucking camp straight guy was in the bad guy with Thor Ragnarok, Jurassic Park. Come on,
Thor Ragnarok, Jurassic Park's from me. Chris Pratt.
No, the fucking sunglasses. The weird guy.
Taika.
No, from the original Jurassic Park.
The original, right?
In it.
Oh, I gotcha, Jeff Goldblum.
Jesus fucking Christ! That was the worst 2 minutes of my fucking life. You
like,
call this a movie podcast?
You went
Jeff Goldblum.
You went Jurassic Park and Thor Ragnarok. I was like, what? He's like the 5th most popular character in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. I was like, Chris Pratt. He's not even in the
Jeff Goldblum, another one, can't act, but he's just himself in every fucking movie, and we're like, fair enough. For so long, I could not understand why John Malkovich was in fucking movies. And then I watched, was the British kid, Christian Bale as a kid.
Empire of the Sun?
Yes, watched that, saw John Malkovich in that, and went, oh, this is your early work. This was when you were just like a fucking really great straight actor. Yeah. And then all of his work after that suddenly made sense to me.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay. And same with fucking Christopher Walken. Hated Christopher Walken when I was a teenager. I'm like, nobody speaks like that.
Yeah, okay.
Voice. And then you watch fucking Pulp Fiction, and you're like, I get it. And Seven Psychopaths is superb.
We did Seven Psychopaths too.
Put your hands up. No.
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 I can't. That was good.
You haven't. I want.
Too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad, is it?
Joe Heenan, one of my favourite ever club comics.
He's got a movie podcast too.
Yeah. I love Joe Heenan so much. I think he's so funny. Joe Heenan would always make me laugh. One of his jokes that sticks out in my head. This joke is, Jesus Christ, must be 20 years old. How old am I? Must be 15 years old. Joe Heenan goes on to say, "This is the whole bit. I'll do the whole bit, not as well as him." I'll tell you what's weird. You go to the kitchen, turn on the tap, drink that water. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yummy tap water, right? Go through the bathroom, turn the bath tap on. Bath water, yucky. Kitchen tap water. Oh, yummy, yummy. Yummy kitchen tap water. Bathroom tap water. Not me. That for 2 minutes.
Great. Oh, God.
He does a superb Walken impression. Whenever I was on stage with Joe Heenan, anywhere, I'd be like, you have to do the Christopher Walken impression. We'd be at student gigs, and he's like, nobody in this crowd knows who Christopher Walken is. And I'm like, Joe, that doesn't matter. The joke's not for them. It's for you and me.
Great. He's always busy walking.
Yeah.
For his age. I mean, he turns up everything. He's in fucking Severance and everything.
He is in Severance.
So you're like, what?
Yeah.
Great band.
Yeah.
We had like, I want to say, I think the worst movie opinion, and Kara's already reminded me of it.
Well, my wife, I don't know, the most offensive thing I can say to all of the listeners on this podcast, right? My wife is amazing. I married her despite of a glaring red flag. And a really bad red flag.
Okay, yeah.
You know this. You hate this. Everyone I know
everyone
hates
hates Aberdeen.
She's a woman. No. Cara will Google a movie halfway through a movie to find out how it ends, just because she's just impatient. Even if she's enjoying the movie.
She'll be like,
I'm enjoying this movie so much, I would love to find out how it ends and Google the movie. Before we go to the cinema, I'll be like, do you want to watch this movie? I've heard it's good. She's like, hold on.
Read the entire plot line.
Yeah. She would watch Parasite. I was like, I've heard it's great. She just Googled. She was like, I need to see it. I read the fucking plot. This is my wife.
It's a disaster. And I think I even mentioned it on the podcast before. Then we got into the dead dogs thing. We had to Google like
there's a website that
does a dog die in this or whatever. And we didn't do it for the Megan film, and a dog died immediately. And she was like, "Why is this? It's every time."
There's a really good computer game called Stray, which is about a stray cat where you just like jump around. It's a platform game, but it's 3D and it's excellent. And Kai was like, "This is Kara's game," because it's about a cat running around and being silly. But the first scene is like the cat falling down a drain, and Kara's like, "I'm never playing this game again." I'm like, but we know the cat lives. We are the cat.
Just the things about
cat.
Like,
animal group. Nah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Her worst one was when I was chatting about Interstellar.
Right. She fucking hates.
She despises. she thinks it's dog shit. She's like, it's one of the worst films I've ever seen.
I don't know. Her exact quote is, she's like, if you want a good Matthew McConaughey movie, stick on.
I know what it's called.
Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. She thinks that's a fair.
And I go, but that's like you're doing a bit.
And I know there's lots of guys listening to this movie being like, how the fuck are you with this woman, right? First of all, right. Oh. She's perfect in every other way, but that is every time she Googles a movie in front of me, I'm like,
huge fan, because we watch. You don't like horror films?
No, they're scary.
Yeah. You don't.
They're scary. Why would you watch scary?
That's gay. That's
gay.
actual gay.
That's real gay.
That's 90s homophobic. Lock me up, because you don't like horror films, and that meant up that me anytime. I don't. Where were you going on Tuesdays? That me and Cara were like.
I was during lockdown, and I was doing my Twitch streams every
we were like
Tuesday at 7, and you would have Scary Tuesdays or whatever the fuck it was.
Scary Tuesdays.
And you'd watch
horror movies while you're not
there.
When
I first started going out with Cara, I didn't tell her I hate scary movies, so I would watch scary movies with her, and I fucking hate it. Yeah, she made me watch the what's the fucking Sandra Bullock one where she calls her kids boy and girl.
What, like Bird Box?
Yeah, that exactly.
That's not all. That's not even scary. That's not even fucking. That's not even remotely scary. That's like I wouldn't even call that a horror film. It's a sci-fi.
I hate it. The one that I remember the one that fucked me up.
Bird Box scared.
Man, when I was 9 years old, I used to fucking cry because I was not because I was watching the X-Files, but because the theme tune of the X-Files was so terrifying.
I'm with you. X-Files was
the scariest fucking music. It was.
Are You Afraid of the Dark's got a scary intro?
It does. Yeah.
The intro that. Yeah.
Also, sorry to take this on to books. OG Goosebumps book. I can't believe we were allowed to read Goosebumps books.
Some of them were, yeah.
They were about kids dying.
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
like, you just learned to read. Now for the concept of death and murder.
They ended up making a show about it, and one or two of them were. I remember there was one I was watching, even like when I was older again. I was like, "This is hilarious." Looking back, and then it was about a kid getting trapped in a mirror in a haunted house, right?
Yeah.
And then the other ones come in, they try and get it, and the parents are screaming, they can't get her out, and then it ends basically that she's trapped there for all eternity. And I was like,
Yeah, fucking wait, hold on. Is this real? Is anyone gonna tell me if this is fucking real?
Who wrote? Or something.
R.L. Stein.
I was about to call him Klein.
No, R.L. Stein. Great horror nickname. The movie, the scary horror movie that fucked me up the most, and I remember I was on a date with a girl. I mean, I must have been about. I feel like I was 17 because I felt like I drove there. I don't think it was one of the. My parents could drop me off at the cinema, I guess, and it was Paranormal Activity. And Paranormal Activity, it was like at the time, I think I had like 4 separate endings, and depending on what cinema you were in, it was a different ending. I don't know if that's true or whether that was just like an urban legend that I fucking heard. But like the thing that fucked me up most about Paranormal Activity, one, the big scary scene of like when they put the flower down and the feet come forward, and then just like and so it's all subtle and quiet, and then like the bed sheet at the bottom corner gets flicked up, and then the legs slowly get sort of dragged out, and it's all like slow and pensive. And then she just gets fucking yoinked out of bed and dragged out. Like the juxtaposition of the calmness and the scary to this day fucks me up. Like I cannot sleep with my foot outside of a fucking bed cover, which is why I hate Spain, because I can't sleep without the duvet off. And because they're the laziest breed of people in the world. They've not, even though air conditioning has been invented, they've not. Go on, Annie. The other bit that fucked me up most about Paranormal Activity was ghosts aren't allowed to exist during the day.
Yeah,
and that, like the fact that the like at 1 p.m. the ghost was doing stuff to them, I was like, nah, man, fuck that.
Yeah,
that's not. What am I? What is this? A talking mime movie?
Yeah,
like fuck that.
That started coming. I reckon it's one of the first ones, because the only examples I have in my head is like not Hereditary. Hereditary has a couple of scenes in the day. But the
people
same
who aren't
Midsommar,
scared of scary movies tell me that Hereditary is terrifying.
The best thing with Hereditary, though, the worst thing about it is you would enjoy it only because it's such a good film as well. You know, horror films tend to be shite and thing, but it's a fucking 10 out of 10. I
feel like it would be good content if I was to watch it.
Nah, you wouldn't like it.
Terrified.
I mean, if Bird Box scared you,
maybe watch it in the dark.
The Paranormal Activity, in fairness, I would get that as a 17. I would have got me definite parts too, but like, you know. But I watched The Exorcist when I was 12, and that was the funniest thing in the world. And then Scream terrified me.
Watching stuff, I was able to watch the new It movie because I got so stoned beforehand.
Okay.
That I was like, if I'm so fucking high that like I'm able to like follow the fucking story, but everything's just fucking silly to me, I can laugh at this.
Okay, right.
But I feel like if you're slightly high and you're at the stage where like a movie engrosses you, that would be the worst level of high for me to watch. Really.
Yeah. Our big one though, thing is The Longest Yard. We loved that film.
Only semi-ironically do I put it in my top 10.
I mean, it's like it was on the Discord. It's my favorite Adam Sandler film, and that's awfully. That's controversial. I know people will be mad, like Happy Gilmore thing. Even Uncut Gems is fucking.
Uncut Gems is dope.
You know. So there's a lot of that type of stuff. And before anybody starts whining, it's not the fucking. I know Burt Reynolds is in this one too, but it's not the 1972.
No. I don't. And also, fucking Mean Machine UK was like a fair enough worthy, like, oh, we'll try it too. But it was the British version of an American thing. So it was slightly fucking
damn.
worse.
There was people are actually angry that. Do you think it? Do you remember much of it in terms of like most of the times it's comedy now? You're just wondering, does it age well?
I've watched. You were like, oh, we'll do Longest Yard, but we don't have time to fucking watch it. I've watched it no less than 50 times.
Yeah. We got it.
I can tell you like the timestamps.
Yeah. Well, it starts up.
I don't think. Right. Here's the things that obviously do not age well. Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, shocking. That's so bad.
Tracy Morgan is so homophobically trans, and then there's like just the little Mexican guy who's clearly a closet homosexual, and it's like, and they all bully. But to be fair, it's like they know he's gay and he's not coming out, so they're not not beating him up for being gay.
Yeah.
But they are making fun of him for being gay. He is regularly kissing a trans person in prison. But it is highly consensual, and for prison shows and movies, that's consensual sex is a big plus. What's the name of it's on the tip of my fucking tongue. The name of the WCW wrestler who they give female hormones to.
Is that Kevin Nash?
Yes, but what was his fucking wrestling name? He was
I thought Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash was one of his ones, but he had
I didn't know this
because different names. Kevin Nash wrestling names.
Right. Okay, I'm going to check out the Longest Yard actual cast while you do that, because there's so many cast members.
I can name them all.
Oh,
Quiz me. Diesel, that was it. Yeah. Diesel, yeah. So there's the other ring names. Master Blasters.
Oh, no.
What are you, a fucking porn star? In fact, these are all pretty porn star-y names. Master Blasters.
Kevin Nash itself is kind of porny as well.
Yeah.
Master Blaster.
Oz. Steel. Vinny Vegas. And you'll never get this in a million years. This is not a joke. One of his wrestling names. Chet Lemon.
Chet Lemon?
Yeah, Keith's brother.
Chet Lemon.
What's that? Post Selector character. Chet fucking Lemon.
Chet Lemon and Master Blaster.
Yeah, so Kevin Nash in the movie.
Chet Lemon.
Kevin Nash does the.
He's one of the guards, isn't he? He's
one of the guards, and they give him estrogen because he's taking steroids, so they replace it with female hormones. And I don't think this bit ages poorly. I don't think it's that offensive. His thing is he just becomes really kind and sensitive. The whole joke is like everyone's shouting at him during the football game. He's like, "Why are you shouting at me?" That's not a way to speak to someone. And then like the convicts are really nice to him, and he's like, "Thank you so." I don't think that's that bad. I think.
I mean, it's in good jest anyway. At least it's the weakest of all sexist slightly jokes.
Another thing that doesn't age well, right?
Okay.
You did not need to give the great Kelly subtitles.
That did feel a bit much.
I'm like, just.
I get what they're doing. They're also probably like.
But here's the thing: you can either give him long monologues and subtitles, or 2 to 3 word sentences and no subtitles, right?
Yeah.
You cannot give him 3 lines of dialogue and then also subtitles. That just feels really racist.
It does, yeah. It does feel off, yeah.
Yeah. Also,
and everyone in prison was black.
Stone Cold says the N-word a bunch of times.
That's right. Yeah, he does.
And he does get his comeuppance for it. Like, don't get me wrong, that is... Like, him saying the M-word is just like Leonardo DiCaprio saying the M-word in Django.
Yeah.
It's part of the fucking story.
Both popular game.
Yeah. And Nelly gets, like, the big fucking linebacker who I've not seen in any other film, says to him during the game, he's like...
Bob Sapp. I don't know him too. Schwatowski.
Yeah, I love it. I thought he was... I think he's really funny in that movie.
Yeah,
I think he's good. I've never seen him in anything else. Fucking Joey Diaz, that fucking piece of shit that the Rogan verse was like, he's one of the fucking greats. You're like, first of all, he sucks at stand-up.
I've never seen him. I've genuinely never seen him do anything funny.
Stories are either just outright fucking lies or real crimes. Well, don't get me wrong, drug crimes, cool.
Yeah.
Murder, rape and beating shit up.
Kidnap and
it's all.
I've never actually seen him do. I've seen stand-up clips and it was crap. This film, by the way, is 20 years ago too, so it's
really
2005.
This was a movie where I would flip my fuck. This is a classic. They can't remake it.
It's so funny. It's a remake.
Yeah,
you better not remake this.
No, because they perfected it now.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
One of Terry Crews's earlier films.
Yep.
And one that he is superb at.
Yeah,
like I think
he must only got that because he was in the NFL for a short while.
Well, yeah, but I also feel like White Chicks was Terry Crews's first big.
Oh yeah,
Vanessa Carlton 5,000 is one of the funniest scenes of all time. Comedic acting of the highest fucking caliber, and also for someone of Terry Crews's fucking henchness to be that funny was dope. He is so good in this bit. I think you give his character to any other actor, and the joke doesn't work. He smuggles McDonald's into the prison.
Oh, it's
like
such
he tackles people and then takes a Big Mac out of his fucking cup and puts it in their face.
When it has some cheese on it. That's it.
Yeah, that's the fucking
Why
line.
not have some cheese on?
A great scene, an Oscar-winning scene in this movie. No, I'm being serious. An Oscar-winning scene in this fucking movie is when Adam Sandler is like, I cannot win an American football game without black people. Right? I cannot win a game, which is so true. He's like, there's no way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We white people, we don't do them big enough, and we don't do them fast enough. We only do them cunning enough. Right? And we got enough sly foxes on this fucking team. We need height, weight, and fucking speed. And we gotta go to the athletes for that. And the way he gets their fucking respect is by letting them beat the fucking shit out of him on the fucking court. Right?
Yeah.
Nelly's the first one to give in to him. Oh, it's such a good movie.
It does keep going like the whole way through.
It's all the way through, start to finish. Superb movie. I cry when they kill Caretaker.
Oh, that's
Chris
right.
Rock was
Chris
superb.
He actually was brilliant in this.
He's brilliant in it.
You know, I like him. I really like him in a load of things and really hate him in others. But this is one of his better ones. Like
so good.
Listen, down to earth.
I've not seen that one. There's only 3 people that are like do not do well at acting in this movie, which is fucking feat when it's mainly fucking ex NFL players and comedians, right? To have good acting across the fucking Matt Nelly did really good.
Yeah, he did.
He's really good in this movie.
Yeah.
Mad that he had it written into his contract that he saw his fucking plasters on his cheek.
Yeah. Well,
Otherwise, you won't recognize me.
Yeah.
The Mexican guy that's not good at anything, the fucking kicker, the one that...
I have someone in my head who that is, but I don't think it is him.
He's the one that fucks Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, no, right? I don't know him.
So he's not a great actor. He doesn't do great in this movie. Joey Diaz doesn't have much lines. I imagine they gave him heaps in the movie. I imagine he was hysterical on set. Not a good actor.
Yeah.
Shout the guy him. And also the great Khalid's not.
Oh, yeah, I thought that, he was a bit over the top and stupid, yeah.
Also, another thing I love about the movie so much is... They did one of the tropes of the fucking 90s movies is like guy retired from something needs to get the best crew together, right? MacGruber did a really good parody of it in the movie, and then they all blow up. Very funny. This isn't a parody of that, but I think it's a really beautiful and enjoyable and funny homage to it, which is like every single big character is like, how do I fucking win you over? I want the biggest fucking guy. How do I get him? I fucking play ping pong with him, right? Yeah. I need the fucking athletes on my team. I need to earn their fucking respect. I go to that. I need to get him on my side, so I'm just gonna be fucking nice to him. There's one of the ones is like literally one of the fucking cartel members just like smoking and watching a bitchy daytime TV host, and like the guard comes in and turns it off early, and Adam Sandler's entire thing is just like, you get to fucking kill him.
Yeah, that's right. That was great.
Yeah. Also, another great bit in this unbelievably good movie. Something that as a sports fan I wish happened in fucking real life. When the game starts, the real fucking big game, the referee has been bought out by the warden, played by a real... he was the fucking warden in the Green Mile.
We have brought this up, right? He's the warden in the Green Mile. Yep. He's the warden in American Horror Stories, the mental prison warden. He just plays wardens.
Real good.
He's perfect for wardens.
He's one of the people that's currently using the N-word.
James Cromwell.
Yeah.
I think it's James Cromwell, proper English name, isn't it?
Yeah. So when they buy off the referee and the referee's like fixing the game for the fucking guards, I just love that Adam Sandler just nails him in the balls over and over again.
Yeah. You're going to call it a fair game?
I would love so much if during a game of the Premier League, right, Arsenal v Man City, if fucking who's Arsenal's hardest player?
Hardest?
Yeah.
I would say Gabriel.
Gabriel? Right. So I would love Man City versus Arsenal, second minute of the fucking game. Gabriel, flying kicks, Michael Oliver to the side of the fucking head, studs in the fucking temple, bootmarks across his face, right? And then gets in Michael Oliver's face and goes, right, I've secured your place in the newspaper tomorrow, which is all you want, Michael Oliver. All you want when you referee is to be in the football, in the papers the next day, and be the number one training thing. That you are an eagle referee. You don't care about the sport. You just want to be sure. By doing this to you, I've guaranteed you. Can you referee the rest of this game fair?
Yeah.
Would be.
That would be great. He lets him off of it.
Yes, he's like,
let's
yellow.
play. yeah. Okay. Do you know that I laughed at this now because there's a guy in this, the Warden's, the kind of the lead guard is in. He's a
Prison Break.
massive career. Like he is a big name, but he's not like
He's the FBI agent in fucking Prison Break.
one of the best careers ever. He was in everything in 2000. I actually have it up. He's just been in, right, so listen to this. This is William Fichtner we're talking about here. He's in Heat. He's in Contact. He's in Armageddon, Perfect Storm, Pearl Harbor, Black Hawk Down, Prison Break, Equilibrium, Crash, The Longest Yard, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, The Dark Knight. He's the bloody bank man in there. Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glories.
All right. Horseman, Teenage Mutant, the new fucking Independence Day. It's going down this way now. The Gettysburg Address is his new one, but unbelievable career for a guy. I forgot he was in Black Hawk Down too.
Yep. Yeah.
What a guy. Great in this too. Everybody's great in this.
Yeah. And fucking Monica's in it.
Oh my
Courtney
God.
Cox.
This is going to sound awful, but I do remember Only Tits.
She doesn't get tits, right?
No, but basically.
Yeah,
she had a plunging, massive push-up bra, right? Because she kept running around trying to get Adam Sandler to do something, or he was going mad. He was a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback.
Yeah.
And then he goes, he did that old man thing where he's like,
I'm going to go, he
I'm going
goes to the party.
I'm going to drink and drive.
Gets drunk, makes fun of the small policeman who pulls him over. That's why he gets arrested. He's definitely had a couple of drinks. Also, I like, in my head, the way this Adam Sandler's career, right? Friends finishes. Adam Sandler's at the biggest vein. He goes, right, bet you can do a movie with all three of the leads from Friends. So he gets fucking Courtney Cox in Longest Yard. He's like, great, fun, got to kiss her, class, brilliant, right? Gets to Jennifer Aniston and is like, fuck, not only are you funny as fuck, you're fun. And just continue to make films with Jennifer Aniston. He never got to Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
He never got to her.
You never got to her?
No, because Jennifer Aniston's so good. Just go with it. One of the greatest rom-coms of all time.
He's in Along Came Polly with her too, is he? Or is that Ben Stiller?
That's Ben Stiller, but he has also done...
He does has ones with...
I feel like he's done 3 movies with Jennifer Aniston.
51st, that's Drew Barrymore.
Really good. Don't get me wrong, I think everyone in Friends... I'm an ex-kid. I think Friends was fucking excellent. I, now, as an adult, a real mature person admits that Jennifer Aniston is the funniest cast member of Friends. Because what she's done since...
Oh, God, yeah.
Comedically...
Yeah, she's very good comedy actress.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah. She's actually... I've seen her in one
so
or two
good in
things.
Horrible Bosses. She's so good in We're the Millers.
Yes.
And she's a really good actress. The reason she's really good in rom-coms is because when it gets to the fucking serious bit, she's so... I tell you what, she's fucking great in. She's great in Bruce Almighty.
I don't remember Bruce Almighty at all. I do know she's one of the highest grossing actors of all time. Yeah. Because like you just kind of get it in. And she'll have a base level of millions straight from the off just because she's in it. Like,
Brad Pitt is fucking mental.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you ever leave Jennifer Aniston. Don't get me wrong, Angelina Jolie's
anyway, I was going to go like, who went to like number 2 at the time.
But like, I think Angelina Jolie's beautiful and a great actress. Jennifer Aniston's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Relationships that last longest isn't beauty based. It's like humor based.
Well, then
she
probably would have
fucking Jennifer Aniston's still smoking fucking hot.
Yeah, she is. It's ridiculous.
Unbelievably smoking hot.
She was spotted without getting very TMZ on it. It came up in the thing, but she was spotted with old Pedro Pascal there.
Jammy bastard.
Yeah. That'll be quite a couple, wouldn't it?
love to fucking suck his dick before he fucks her.
I mean, God, I'd love to.
Lick
her fanny so I can suck his dick. No, what? Yeah, that's my what?
Yeah.
I thought you were in. That's your. You had.
I was
Jennifer
like,
Aniston up the top.
that's the bisexual fucking dream, I guess. Is like normally the joke is as a straight man, like you would lick a toilet seat after a woman spit on it that you fancy, or you'd suck a guy's dick who fucked her or whatever. Whereas like a bisexual one is I would suck him off to lube her up. and then I guess to make it fully bisexual, you'd have to suck the cum out.
Yeah.
So if you're just sucking a dick and not doing anything to the pussy, then you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strict
Mind
rules.
you, sucking cum out of pussy is still gay. But I don't think there's any gay guy that loves cum so much he's sucking out of a pussy.
Ah, no.
Nah,
I don't know how that's going to end.
Nah.
There's too much things have to go right.
Yeah.
I think the main thing of this, by the way, was that Adam Sandler was meant to be what is it? He got kicked out of the NFL, wasn't it, for throwing a game, or he got caught later throwing a game.
Yes, and then he admits that he threw the game. He did it because he was in debt. And he threw the game, lost in the thing, and he refuses to throw the game in prison. And by not throwing it, he wins the respect of the head guard, who, even though the warden is going to make sure that he goes away to prison for a long time, head guard's going to stand up for him.
Yeah. If it was realistic that he would have got shot, though. Remember the part where he was walking away slowly? He was getting the ball.
Yeah. Nearly got shot. Yeah.
That was insane, though, because like this. First of all, the warden threatened him with
by
25
the way,
years.
if Adam Sandler was black, shot at the 2
Yeah,
yards.
yeah. Shot before he got on the pitch. As soon as he got a touchdown. Yeah, they fucking like, William Fichtner goes, he was just getting the game ball or some shit like. But that warden's
And
way
even
out
the
of.
one's like, well, also, by the way, that's also contraband.
Yeah, but this warden is going to ruin his life, like how much he hates him, because this guy's still a superstar inmate. And he goes, well, you're doing 25 more if you don't throw this game. And you're like, I mean, I'll just get a lawyer in here. I'm sure something can be done here. Right? And then the second, he was like, while the guy's walking away only 20 feet, he grabs one of his guards and goes, shoot that man in the back.
Also, I feel like because there's another guard doesn't want to do it, and then he takes the gun off him to give to fucking prison break guy, being like, do your fucking order.
And he hesitates and thing, yeah. But if he shot him, dude, like, imagine the news.
Yeah.
You know?
I would really like if the only thing that we could do to improve the movie is if the warden in Longest Yard has the same end as the warden in Shawshank Redemption, which is just like after he's lost the game, he goes home, goes back to the prison, locks the door, and then shoots himself in the head.
Yeah. I
would be so good. That's how you get Adam Sandler to stay in prison for 25 more years. You commit suicide as the warden, and then in your suicide note, name him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I mean, you're done.
Yeah, you've done me. That would be the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have we done? I think that's about enough for us. Yeah, I have to go and do shows.
Yeah, go be a dad, I guess.
Well, continue listening.
Yeah.
Mark does this part, and I'm like, he's away now, so fuck him. I don't have to do it.
But just remember that this podcast is sponsored by Thistley Cross Cider.
Yeah.
If you would like a 10% discount in the UK across all of their products, go to www.thistleycrosscider.co.uk and use the promo code Thistley Sloss March for a 10% discount. And it's safe to assume that in April, it will be Thistley Sloss April. 10% discount. Exclusive for these listeners.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. Bye.